This video is going to show how to add entries in the Independent Wax Artist Directory prototype project that I'm working on. The name could change, the layout could change, but for now I just wanted to show how creating a blockchain-based directory might work for Wax. So to start out, if you are an artist and you're interested in listing your own project in the directory in a format similar to this, you'll want to click Add Your Collection to Directory, where I'm going to provide an instruction sheet as a PDF. I know that would be better as a website, but for now I think that's going to be the most easily shareable method. The PDF goes through steps for creating a new schema and a new template in your own Wax collection. The schema and template creation proves that you know how to create and mint NFTs. So the only real requirement to being an independent Wax artist, in my mind, is knowing how to mint and create NFTs. Okay, so let's just jump into how to create the schema and the template, and we're going to add a jelly test, which is my test collection. We're going to add jelly test to this directory, and then I'll show you how all the directory works. So the first step in adding a new directory entry is to go onto NFT Blocks, go into your collection, and we're going to go to Schemas and Templates. We're going to create a new schema, and this part is the most important step. The schema name is going to have to be A-D-I-R-E-N-T-R-Y. A directory entry, A-D-I-R-E-N-T-R-Y. And you can see that we start out with name and image. We're going to leave these attributes, but we need to add a few more. The first one we're going to add is Twitter, and this is an optional field. It's going to be a string. Most projects do have a Twitter for viewing the artist's work, and if you don't have a project Twitter, you could always use your individual Twitter, or just leave it blank when we mint the final NFT. The next attribute we're going to need is a link. This can be any link you want. It's also a string. I would recommend linking to either your NFT Blocks collection page or your collection website. The next attribute we're going to add is description. They're all going to be string. So if you watch me go through, I'm just going to keep selecting string. Description is going to be the description in the directory. So if we look at our directory, the description is this. And while I'm here, your Twitter is this. Your link for the project is this. And these should wrap around if your link is too long. Your image, this is the logo for my project. This is the image field. This is the name field that we were looking at a minute ago. And everything else should get automatically generated. Oops. So now we're back to adding attributes. We've added description. The next one we're going to add is one that I call Drop Wallet. Now, Drop Wallet is the wallet where you'd like your users to send you NFTs. I recommend not using your personal wallet for this. I think you should consider it like a wallet inbox, because in the future, I don't know that all NFTs are totally safe. It would just be a good idea to create a special one for incoming items. You can always transfer them to your main wallet. Okay, so we've added Drop Wallet, and the last field that we have to add is Notes. Notes are right here. So they're a little bit smaller, they're a little bit lighter color, and this is where I put, my name, check out my site. This is where you can just put any extra information about the collection that you want to display. I'm not sure what the limits are as far as length. I wouldn't go too long. So now that we've created our schema, we're going to save it. So I'm going to confirm these transactions. We've now approved it. So Jelly Test now has a DIR schema, and now we're going to create our actual directory listing. So the name is going to be Jelly Test Directory Entry. The image that we're going to use. Okay, so I have an IPFS code for the image. We're going to put that in there. You can see it's this little jelly with a witch hat that wasn't used in production and a little test sign. For my Twitter, it's still going to be me. For my link, I'm still going to go to, we're going to add HTTPS. We're going to go to goons.net. For the description, we're going to say test directory entry for a non-whitelisted collection. For the Drop Wallet, I'm just going to do the project one. And for my notes, this is a test not a real collection. So this is pretty straightforward, I hope. We're going to leave it burnable. We're going to leave it transferable. We're going to allow infinite mints, but we're probably going to lock the mint once the template is created. Okay, so I'm creating the template. Going to approve. So now you can see that we have the template created, but there's technically no NFTs. So the way that we're going to add ourselves finally to the directory is we're going to mint an instance of this, and we're going to mint it into the wallet for the independent wax artist directory. So we can get that wallet name by visiting the address on Atomic Hub, but it's IWA directory, and it's never going to change as far as I know, unless somebody wants to do a different one. So we're going to put in here an account to receive NFTs, IWA directory. So if everything looks good, I'm going to mint one. I'm going to approve the mint, and hopefully it will show up. And it did. The art's taking a bit from the IPFS. Oh, there it goes. So you can see in this case I didn't have enough text, so things wrapped a little bit differently. But we have now a jelly test directory entry. I'll add some spacing in here. This is literally the second one of these I've ever put in. And I'll also sort them alphabetically. But you get the idea. So anybody that knows how to make wax NFTs should be able to, in a decentralized manner, add to this directory. The only thing that's a bit centralized is the removal, right? So if we want to get rid of one of these directory entries, which I'll just reload to show you to prove that it's still in there, we would need to actually just burn that NFT. So if I go into the wallet, now I've logged in here with my Anchor wallet for IWA directory. If we decide that we want to decentralize this, we're going to have to make contracts to do this part. But you can see that now my jelly test and the Goo Goons NFTs are the only things in this wallet. If I go here and I burn it, I'm going to burn. I understand. I'm going to burn this NFT. I'm going to sign the request from Anchor. And now the NFT should be gone, which means we're going to go back here. We're going to reload the directory. And now we're down to just one. So that's why I've set up this request removal form here. It's really just the contact form on my author website for now. But if you fill out your name, your email, and you say, hey, I'd like to remove my directory entry, or hey, I want to make a new one, please remove the old one. For now, this is how it's going to have to work. But in the future, I would love to have smart contracts to do this. So I think I'm just going to end the video here and say I would really appreciate if any artist would like to add their collection to this directory, even if it's just a test. I think this could be a really cool way to do this because you can actually view the directory directly on Atomic Hub. You'll see that you get the ability to search for them. If you mouse over, you get all the fields that we just looked at. It's a pretty powerful tool for a blockchain directory. Anyway, going to stop now. Thanks, everybody. Bye.